Ainda levantei um bocado de voo, mas consegui segurar os balões, já estão todos dentro do carro. Foi por pouco que não fui já para a Suíça de balão.
Dear younger me, 7 years ago, you stepped off that plane in Geneva, full of hope and uncertainty. You had a dream, but no guarantees. You left behind what was familiar, chasing something bigger, something unknown. You thought this city would be the beginning of something great, but what you didn't know was how much you would have to fight for it. You were young, innocent and determined, but life had its own way of testing you.
Pois é, malta, já passou quase uma semana e meia desde que aqui estamos. Trabalhinho que é bom nada. Continuamos à procura, não encontramos nada, mandamos currículos, mas fomos a sítios, querem todos receber os currículos online, querem todos que falam francês, querem... Correto. Jornal. Querem todos licenças de trabalho, e por isso está um bocado mais complicado para trabalhar onde queremos. Mais para a frente.
You spent months unemployed, questioning if you had made the right choice. The world seems to move forward while you felt stuck, waiting for an opportunity, for a sign that you were on the right path. And then finally you got your first job, a trainee role, barely enough to live on, but it was something. You held into hope until the unexpected happened. Your boss passed away, and just like that, the company disappeared. You were back to square one. You thought, why? But looking back now, I want to tell you, everything was unfolding exactly as it was meant to. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Even when you couldn't see it, your story was being written. You found an escape, CrossFit. At first, it was just a way to cope, to release stress, to find a small win when everything else felt uncertain. What you didn't know then was that this place would become more than just a gym. One day, you wouldn't just be an athlete, you would be a coach, helping others find their own strength.
You passed.
No! No, don't laugh when we intro.
You passed, baby. Check with your eyes, Grace. See with your eyes. Stop crying.
Life was shaping you in ways you couldn't yet see. Back then, you didn't have much. You lived with family, grateful for the roof over your head, but longing for something of your own. But don't worry, you will have that home, a space you build, a life that is yours.
Et ainsi périssent les ennemis de la République.
Even the way you live has changed. 7 years ago, you never thought you would give up meat, but now you have been vegetarian for 6 years. Your heart has softened, your mind has opened, your choices would shift in ways that felt more aligned with the person you were becoming. And here's the irony. You once came to Switzerland to take your chance, to fight for a better future, and now you work for one of its biggest companies. Life has a way of closing circles, of bringing you back to places that once felt impossible.
J'avais vraiment tout manqué. Et puis je parle pour moi-même, mais je pense que Guy sera d'accord que si vous venez au Portugal, vous êtes tous les bienvenus.
But here's what I need you to know. It was never just about the job. It was never just about the money. You left Portugal because you believed you deserved more. But what you learn is that more isn't just a paycheck, it's freedom, it's resilience, it's knowing you can start over and still be okay. And it's about who you become in the process. And in the end, what truly matters, not the title, not the paycheck, but the people, the moments, the small joys. Back then, you and your husband struggled together, grew together, and now you are stronger than ever. Every challenge was shaping something unshakable. 7 years ago, you didn't know what the future held. But through all the struggles, the lessons, the setbacks, you built a life, you built a family, a community, a story worth telling. So if I could tell you one thing, it would be this. Trust the process, trust yourself. The road won't be easy. There will be moments when you feel lost, when you want to give up, but keep going. Every detour is leading you somewhere. Every struggle is shaping you into the person you are meant to be. One day, you'll come back to this city, walk these streets again, and smile. Because you will realize that everything, every single moment was preparing you for something greater. And you will finally understand you were never lost. You were always on your way home.